now, but no, I'm talking about me and you, honey.
Honey.
This is a 3.5-year relationship, and all
I
of a sudden
know.
you're going to be like,
No, I won't.
Oh, it's almost 4 years, 5 years.
No, I'll FaceTime him while I'm getting fucked in a dark cabin.
Fuck. I can't wait to just
Get filled up.
fill me
loaded
up, which I'm going to ask you some questions because I am making a little mini doc.
Oh, I
on my
love
trip.
it. Okay, good.
But I want to ask you
Full
questions
nude.
about, but I want to ask you certain questions.
Okay, I like this.
So you're going to have to sign a waiver. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of I'm Bobby.
And I'm Jim.
I couldn't even speak English.
I loved that.
It was like
We got to use that.
I had little gaps though. I was like, "Hello, what's my
I
next
thought
word?"
you had a stroke.
I kind of did a little bit, and actually, my hands have been getting numb, so I've been really nervous that I'm having a stroke. Sorry.
I mean,
And I'll probably have one in the cabin by myself this weekend. Fuck.
They walk in.
Nobody will know. I'll have peanut
You're
butter and
just like,
jelly all over me.
Eh.
It's like,
They're like, oh, he once
like,
fucked.
he's
His head's
too
over
big,
the edge
he's
of the
too
bed.
big.
His mouth is open. He's drooling. He wants to be face fucked.
and then I'm like,
They walk.
did he show up here like this, or is this a new revelation?
Is this that xylazine? Is this that thing that...
He must have done too many poppers. Let's fuck him. It's like,
It's
oh
literally
no.
Guys, his hole's
So
loose.
if I don't make it, it's been nice. It's been fun.
911 gets called. They find you covered in cum, just laying there.
Cum and peanut butter and jelly because I got peanut butter and
Well,
jelly
half
sandwiches
of his
for the
brain
cabin.
is completely dead. Half of his brain died because we
kinda
waited too long to
scary.
take him in.
It's kind of scary how quickly it can happen too, honey.
Oh, it's minutes, yeah. Literally. You're just
Like we could be
"That's
having a
it."
good time. Oh, we're gonna have such a great.
If you don't fix it soon, the tissue is dead.
Well, I'm glad that I do get regular blood work. I think that's very important and very key for our listeners as well with bad healthy habits.
Yes, if you get regular blood work, it eliminates all the other
it doesn't
problems you
eliminate,
do.
But the problem is, so there's a guy at my work who his whole side of his body would go numb, and he'd be like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna go." He hated
No.
doctors. He had a stroke, and now he can't even walk. He can't talk anymore, and he's done. And he was like 58 or something. He's ready to retire, move back to
my
Seattle.
God.
All this shit, and I'm like, but
He
you
had
ignored
diabetes, high blood pressure,
But
high
you ignored it.
cholesterol.
You ignored all of
Yeah,
it.
he had all the problems and then just didn't want to go.
So what I'm saying is that if you get your blood work regularly, like every year, and you see there's a little bit of a problem, usually you can catch things quicker.
Yeah, if you catch it early, it's better.
Again,
Yeah.
bleeding in your stools, guys, ladies, thems, like
Babies. Even babies.
babies and babies. If there's blood in your shit, you need to go to the doctor immediately. Period.
Period, huh? Period, pa.
Now,
No.
are you still on Trintellix?
Yes.
I haven't heard any throw up stories. So are you just accepting it now, or something happened? Did you low dose it? Did you go down a dose?
I did not. I'm
Something's not
breaking
right.
the rules in another direction, I think.
You were going too much.
Well, I've been taking Zofran with it.
Oh, so are you addicted to Zofran now?
Probably.
I don't know what Zofran would do though.
I don't either. That's why I'm just like, maybe if
Well, maybe you'll just have a stroke with me. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Can you imagine if were like,
this side goes out on your body, this side will go out on my body. We'll
then we
tape ourselves
connect, and we're like,
together.
"Oh."
Just tape us. And then we can use this arm and that arm. And that's our
can
new
you-
shtick.
Well,
The Stroke Bros.
we're finally gonna make it.
Stroke Bros.
Yeah, stroke bros, and it's not what you think because we can't use our left hands.
Oh, yeah, it has
And
to be
I'm-
the left hand.
Well, then it would be just it wouldn't be.
the right hand is if you're in a hurry and you just need to finish. The left hand is for it to feel better.
Yeah, the right hand is just
The right hand's fast.
Yeah, like
the right
come
hand's
on.
like puts in all the
knows
work.
the pressure, knows
yeah,
the speed.
but the left hand is when it's like,
Have you ever
yep.
thrown a baseball with your left hand versus your right?
Oh.
Honey, I throw like a little. I'm on my left hand. I'm like, my right hand I can throw like a goddamn pitcher. My left hand, same with jerking off. It's like, oh fuck, oh,
Yeah,
and then
the
this
left's
one I'm
like,
like, how do I even grip?
Oh, you
Like,
can't grip with. Oh, I
just
like the
feel
left
very-
more.
Well, because it feels like it's a different.
Oh, is that why?
I don't know.
I'm a lefty. I feel like
Wait, so, but you still dominate when you're right?
I dominate with my right
Wait,
hand.
you jerk off with your right hand, but you're
Both, but the left
Wait a
feels
second.
better when I need to finish up.
So your left hand is like my right hand, but
I
do
think
you?
so. No, my right hand is stronger and it works faster and better.
So you're ambidextrous,
Oh yeah,
honey.
it's amazing. You can when you get tired, you switch out.
No wonder my hands are breaking from PlayStation and just I don't have enough hands.
Well, you can always invite hands over,
Well, I can always just
or just lay there in depression and not jerk off.
Well,
That worked for years.
it's been working for me. I don't know. I think I'm just old.
I know,
I think I need
I know.
Cialis. Like,
Oh,
there's all these problems.
you do. Once you take Cialis, like you'll never go back.
I'm afraid of
to
that.
Like
But
An unmedicated erection. An unmedicated erection now is just like
it's like, okay. I mean, I see what you used to be.
It's there.
You used to be. This is like your 80%. You used to be like.
I don't want her to be vindicated, but 80% is real. I have a thought because we had a female friend who said her boyfriend one night. She was like, "Oh, last night was so good. He was at least 90%." And she rates her boyfriend's dick on hardness. And we didn't believe her in size. She was like, it's always a little bigger when it's like, he's normally like 80%. But
and we're like 80%.
And she's like, he was 95% last night. And we just looked at each other like, that's not real. Okay. Now I'm starting to feel like.
Now I'm feeling like I'm at a 70%.
It could be real. Like 65. It could be real. And then you take a Cialis and you're just like,
listen,
wow, I'm 13. I need 13.
That again. I need my head dick to be so hard that it feels like it's going to explode. Like I don't get that way ever anymore. I'm like, okay, I do. Well, it's cool, but.
I got a comment even from a.
Well, if I wear a cock ring, it will.
A special friend who was like, it's so hard. I was like,
well, you also are you get turned on very easily, I feel like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really do.
Wow.
You're also a heavy pre-cummer. We've talked about this.
That's true.
So your pants are always probably wet. Like I can't imagine your underwear at the end of the day. We should start selling them. $50 a pair. If you want to buy Jim's underwear, we'll sell them for $50.
Yeah, the one time we were at what bar was that? The jeans were soaked.
I mean, it's like I can't.
It's inappropriate.
I was thinking about it the other day, though. Like,
is there a medicine for that though? Like,
no,
to slow down the.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, okay. I don't like it personally.
It's a lot
when you're like, God damn, fuck. So, question. Wait, I just got.
How did we get into this?
No, but I don't know. But I was going to ask you. Oh, I know. We're talking about percentages, and what I want to say though is that I'm noticing now. I don't have time. I don't have time for the whole like. No. Oh yeah, let's kiss now and let's.
Once we're
foreplay. Once we're up, we got to go.
Yes,
because it goes to a certain point, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm losing it. I'm losing it, and then I'm like, fucking jerking off like a fucking flopping like, and I'm like, no, this is not.
And then it doesn't happen. Yeah. And that's the worst feeling when you're like, I was just ready.
I was right there. Just ready.
But then they're like, oh.
No. And I'm like, oh. But wait, my turn.
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
You've got to understand, if we want to get this done correctly and you want me to participate, we can't fuck around. We cannot fuck around with me.
Nope.
So let me, you need to either get off or get as close as possible, and then it's all me,
and then it's just focus on you,
and then it's on me, and then it's done. Like then I can't stop again and switch again. Like no more switching.
It's not. That's for the 20-year-olds. That's for the people. They want to spend half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour just rolling around, frolicking in bed.
Can you imagine?
I'm there on a mission, okay, and that mission is mainly to get you off. And then you not notice if I get off or not. But if it's my mission to get off, then it has to happen. And again, I need timed, like 10 minutes.
Yep.
This is it. This is your chance. This is your window of opportunity. Make it happen, or I'm packing up, deflating, and going home. Is that?
No, I mean, it's true.
It's just true.
It's true. And it's getting worse. My knee hurts for no reason in the past 2 days. My back hurts.
My entire right leg right now is numb and tingly.
Yeah, because we're just sitting here
with it underneath my. I had to move it out. I can't feel my foot right now.
I don't understand.
And now I'm like, is it a back issue because that's the side where the disc is out?
I'm so freaked out.
Or is it because I sat on it? Probably because I'm hefty.
So am I, but I guess I don't care. A little bit of housekeeping.
Do your blood work.
Do your blood work, everyone, and welcome if you've never been here before. This first 15 minutes is a little bit rare for us, but welcome. We're so glad to have you.
We are not well.
We are not well.
We are not. We're not well in the bedroom, especially, it sounds like.
Yeah, and what's our phone number? 614-721-5336. That's 614-721-5336. We got 2 calls.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and listen to.
Well, I had this whole bit I was going to do, but now I feel stupid, and I'm not going to do that bit, but I was just giving y'all bitches a call to say hey and let y'all gals know that you're doing great. I love listening. Gives me a cackle. Yes. And y'all are so fucked up a lot of the time that it just makes me feel so much better about myself. Anyways, listen, love y'all. This is Hall Monitor. of the universe. Bye-bye.
So yeah, we knew it was you, Hall Monitor.
Hall Monitor
Honestly,
is so fucking funny. Like their post on their story on Instagram are
I
they
know.
kill me.
I actually really do enjoy Hall Monitor.
Yeah, Hall Monitor's great.
I really do. Like Hall Monitor, a lot of people probably don't understand them. Like,
yeah,
and they're the type of person that's very what's the word?
I don't know. Honest.
Not misled, but like misunderstood. Like they're just a misunderstood person. And well,
they were posting those things about like being sad and like their dog died or something.
It was bad. It was bad.
I mean, they get emotional and like honest and raw. I would say raw.
You don't want to fuck with Hall Monitor.
Yeah, Hall Monitor's posts sometimes I'm like
they're raw.
I mean, yes.
They are raw. Good, bad, or indifferent, they are raw. I mean, it's true. Like
and if there's one thing I like, raw.
I like raw dogging.
I love raw.
I hate it. Well, that's the only way I do it.
I can only raw dog now. Yeah, I haven't used a condom in so many. We're not allowed to talk about that.
Okay, so
go get your blood work. Okay, I love it.
So I love Hall Monitor. Thanks for the shout out.
Hall Monitor, we love you.
Go check out Hall Monitor of the Universe on Instagram.
Okay.
Hello, cute boys. My name is Thatcher. I'm 30. I was wondering how long you guys been friends for. I'm kind of new to the podcast, so how long you guys been friends, and do you guys ever annoy each other? Because I know on the podcast I have friends that are similar to you guys, and like when they talk over each other or like get that like battle going of who's the loudest or who's hurt, whatever it is. Somebody always has to win or dominate. Does that happen in your guys' friendship at all? Thanks for having me on your podcast. Keep it up, guys. Bye.
Oh,
Thatcher! I like that little at the end.
How long? Like 2015 is when I started residency. So when did Michael come over here? 2017?
Residency, because we're not talking about that on the show.
We have to go back, edit.
So when did we start the show? Is that what you're asking? Or when did we become friends? We became friends in 2017?
17 probably, when Michael came.
18.
Okay,
it was 18,
because that's
19,
when
we started the podcast a year after we kind of knew each other, and then
18, 19. So it's only been 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. And I'm on your fucking documents.
Oh my God, you're the witness at my wedding.
I can cancel that. I'll be like, this wasn't me. Wasn't me.
It probably wasn't that day. You'd had a lot of weed.
Oh, weed? Thatcher, thank you for calling. To answer your question, I don't really feel like one of us has to have the. I don't feel that way.
No, I don't feel like we ever have to talk over the other one.
We both talk together because we're like excited about something. So we're like, and oh my God, blah, blah, blah. But like, it's not like I'm talking over to dominate. I'm talking to contribute. Oh fuck!
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you. So
yeah.
I don't know. Do you feel like I mean, I'm sure you think I'm dominant, which
you are. Look at you, Dom. You're a right-handed Dom.
I'm a. Don't go for that left hand, though, babe.
You only jerk off with your right hand. That's Dom.
This gets paralyzed on this side. I'm fucked.
Oh, you are so.
I'm like, oh God, I have to learn how to. Yeah, it's like I can't even like. It's so bizarre.
There was another question in there. I feel like
somebody always has to win or dominate. Does that happen to you guys in your friendship at all?
Oh,
I just want to hear the again real quick.
Yeah, let's hear that.
A little.
Keep it up, guys. Bye.
I love that. I'm gonna Thatcher, call back in and do like a long so I can then have a little button that goes.
Yeah, I don't know how, but somehow we do not.
Somehow guy.
Somehow. I was literally like somehow
guy.
Why did I do that?
I don't know.
This Diet Coke is making me trip.
Coke Zero.
Oh yeah, it's not even Diet Coke. Honey.
We're not sponsored yet.
I think I needed a coffee and not a Coke Zero. Like, I'm tired.
I'm so tired today. I was falling asleep at my desk. I was like narcolepsy. It's got to be the narcolepsy. Anyway.
Thanks for calling Thatcher.
Thanks for calling Thatcher and Hall Monitor.
Yeah,
Make sure you guys call. I'm glad you guys did the call to action and you actually picked up your phones.
Yeah, this was great. We love you. And
thanks.
And I also think there's some new people.
Speaking over somebody.
But I like literally someone I worked with got their wife to listen. And so now like we have that new listener.
Oh my God, I love it.
And I know she's listening.
Hi.
So she needs to call in.
I got my first ever dick pic from somebody on Instagram.
What the hell?
It goes,
how?
Hi, love Bobby. And I go, are you a listener? And he's like, yes, sir. And I was like, oh.
Okay.
Big old uncut cock video.
Now it was sent on Instagram.
Yeah, like to
I
our
didn't know you could
Instagram.
do that. Into the DM.
Yeah. Because it'll say.
I thought
okay,
they'd flag it.
so they wouldn't flag the actual, like, they don't care what you send in there. It's more.
Okay.
If you're not somebody who's on the list, then it'll go into like a different mailbox. And you have to keep checking requests. That's why celebrities can't answer you, by the way. I know some of you guys reach out, but like I can't always check the request box.
Celebrities. You're like, oh, I have so many requests.
So that's why they don't answer a lot of times, because they really can't see it. Just to be honest.
I didn't know that. Is that what we were like to Slutty Puffin before we met him?
Now he sees our shit right away.
Yeah,
because
like
we're
literally.
in. Once you get in, you're in. But once you're,
I love being in.
oh, I'm in with Heather McMahon. That's why she responds to me sometimes on there, because I got in one time, and then you're a live user then, so she'll see it. But
I feel like
she's not gonna look at these requests. Like, girl. I mean, she might one day, but like, fuck.
she's got a lot. She was just in Turks and Caicos. Like,
Can you fucking imagine?
her whole life is like, let's take another trip. Okay, I'm gonna do a show. Let's do a trip.
I know.
A show and a trip.
She just is living her life.
And a beefy husband.
And I'm still determined that there's going to be her podcast is called Absolutely Not.
Yeah.
And ours is Not Well. So Absolutely Not Well. Like, I feel like
We have to get together.
It's in the universe. I know we're already almost 5 months into this year. It was on my dream board for this year. So Heather, thank you. If you know her, gays, start spamming her.
Okay.
Girls, start spamming her.
What about?
And the theys. Theys,
That's
theys,
a little
thems,
out of
hers, she's, thems, and anybody and
Zers-
all of them.
Also Zers and Z's.
I don't know about that.
Now that the
Now,
neo,
the Zers
now
and-
the neo pronouns.
No, I can't do this neurodivergent shit. I can't do this fucking. I can't.
What?
I can't. Like, I just
know, there's
can't.
a whole
Literally,
other
everybody's
fucking
like,
category.
everybody's autistic. Everybody's fucking gay. Like, I just can't. I'm sorry. I just can't.
No, do you want to know? Honestly, everyone and their mother is saying they have ADHD now, and I'm like, where are you getting these diagnoses? Like, who are you going to? Everyone's like, I'm ADHD because I can't stay on
It's
track.
TikTok.
And then I listen to them and I'm like, you're describing very normal behavior where you don't want to do what you're doing. And so you procrastinate or do something else.
I think I have ADD though sometimes.
Wow. So that's just what you're breathing in.
Yep, that's what we're breathing in here. There's no circulation today.
Just hanging out.
It's kind of scary when you look at it like that. Oh my God. Sorry. We're hotboxing. Just,
I hope not.
no, we're not. There's not enough.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so yeah. What were we even fucking saying? Honey.
That was the most robotic.
I know. I'm sore. I'm telling you, it's the old age.
Like, let's
it's
dance.
I'm a millennial.
Let's dance. Do. So what we were saying
you were
is
saying
people
something.
need to spam to get us on Absolutely Not Well.
That's right. We're going to have an episode Absolutely Not Well with Heather McMahon, and you guys got to spam her. Write her. Even though the request box is probably full. Write her.
Fill it up.
Tag it up.
Take it up.
Actually, tag her and like post so that if you like something that we do that's funny, be like, oh my God, Heather, check
Oh my
them out.
God. Actually, yeah.
We need all of you. We need
What do we
that
need?
girl that we saw at the nail salon that's like an influencer in Columbus.
Huh? Wait. Which nail salon? Anthony Vince when we went
Yeah.
there? Oh my God. Yes.
She's an influencer.
Oh no, Amy is an influencer.
Right. So like why?
You're right.
Yeah.
How
we need
do
her to get a hold of. Yeah.
Okay, so we need to just maybe have a hangout. She loves wine.
Oh, great.
Like,
I'm sober. Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's
but
all of us.
honey, this is what we need.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
That's what we need. We need mommy. We need to give mommy some wine.
Oh God.
Look at that.
Husband. Is
No. Aaron is so fucking hot.
adorable.
Like he's pink, full pink.
Oh, he's so adorable.
But he always tells me he's not gay every time
Yeah. Well, he is.
literally every time I'm sucking his dick, he's like, I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
And I'm
We're
like,
you know, we know.
okay, we get it.
Cool. You're not gay. We know.
It's fine. Just so I'm like, I don't even care.
Boys, any straight boys that listen, it's not gay to get your dick sucked. Sorry, it's not.
Ask
it's called
Ask
pleasure.
Diplo.
Get over it. Yeah. Just get over it. Stop being a fucking bitch.
Yeah, it's pleasure, literally.
Literally. Now, I was on Reddit, of course, and I'm just perusing around, and I saw something. I need you to read these, though, because I think it's funny when you do it. The question this week that I decided to pick was, do people make animal noises in real life? I've
Yes.
expanded my porn watching, and I've noticed some porn stars will literally say woof and make other animal-like sounds like a dog howling. Does this happen in real life? So now I gave you some of the answers, and I want you to read those out.
Okay. The first one says, I once bleated like a goat in bed, and now my partner constantly jokes that he has sex with a goat to our friends.
Like, how does that happen?
What do goats sound like? Oh, that's creepy.
Was that a goat? Now, can you imagine? Can you remember that one?
Or what'd you say?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh. What are you?
Can you imagine bleeding like, or whatever that word is? First of all.
Oh, are you getting close?
That's embarrassing. Sorry. Next.
I had a twink that made arf, arf, arf sounds while riding me. I was taken aback as I was used to hearing more natural man sounds, but not toy poodle sounds.
Now, can you imagine?
I can't.
Sorry, my dick is done.
It's sliding
It's already
out. It's sliding
60%.
out.
It's 40, 30, 20.
With each arf, it's 10% less.
Like, if you're arfing
Negative.
at me,
it's going to go back in its shell like a turtle head. Like
I just can't with the arf. Don't arf me. Don't goat me. Don't billy goat me.
it's the pups for me. Like,
yeah.
This says, I didn't realize I was prone to whimper when being fucked until it was pointed out, but it's true. I do sometimes during a pounding session. Apart from grunts and heavy breathing, I haven't had a top woof or howl. I'm getting a mental image of Klingon porn when I think of it, which is not a turn on.
Now, whimper.
What is...
I used to be able to do a dog whimper.
Oh, like the high-pitched one. What the fuck? If I heard that while I was topping someone, I would immediately think I'm going to jail. Like, I'm getting arrested after this.
I don't know what's worse at this point. I don't know.
The last one says, I usually make dog sounds, and if I'm really into it, I'll whine. So
I had something to say about this. Okay.
Why does everyone want to be a fucking dog nowadays? This is a new trend on TikTok.
Why do you think? The
pup thing? It's
First
everywhere.
we let them pick their gender, then we're gonna let them pick their fucking. I'm just kidding.
Species.
That was a joke. Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
That's
though,
what the right's
way
saying.
things are going, there's horse people now.
Do you know the guy at AOL that walks around with his clog hoppers? He's like, cluck, cluck, cluck,
No,
stop it! You were there that night. Oh my fuck! He has.
What are you talking about?
I think it was on Pup Night, and he was like a Clydesdale. He was just wearing fucking God. He had hooves, and he had his shoes were like tap dance shoes, and he was like, cluck, 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 and he was like, oh my God, he had long hair. He's one that grew his own hair out though. It wasn't a wig. Do you know what I mean? He's one of those like Dungeons and Dragons, like
yes,
Cannonball Z or whatever it's called.
Cosplay.
Thank you.
Cosplay.
So
play for the cause.
So for me, if you arf at me, you goat me, you whine, you whimper. I don't like it when men.
If you want to put your balls on my face and call them Arabian goggles or something like whatever that's called,
you
then
need to
fine.
be. I need you
but I can't hear noises.
First of all,
like
it's so fake to me. And
like that's the thing where.
And you're like, I'm like, oh,
there
no.
is a component of that, even with like normal
Everybody's
human
faking.
sounds. I'm just like looking at them like
you ain't feeling that good.
I have
bitch.
had to ask Matt that before. If I'm like,
I'll
are
have to
you
cut this
really?
out.
Yeah, I was like, no, because I was like not into it. I'm like, this is.
I don't like it. It turns me off.
I said, Matt, it's kind of turning me off because I feel like you're faking. He's like, I'm not faking. I'm not faking. He was like, oh, and I'm like, what?
It's always your cock is so big in my hole. I'm like, you're not supposed to do this role.
No,
this is not your
right?
role.
No, it's not. Yeah,
this
and that's
is
with Matt
this is a
too.
problem with
I'm
the gay
like,
community. It's like
I think Matt needs to switch roles.
There's
He's just
some
a total
roles.
bottom.
Yeah.
He just wants to moan and get fucked. But he's like, when I met him, he's like, I'm like more. I'm like, no, you're not.
Oh no! Just because you had a son doesn't make you a top, honey.
That's so true.
I mean, you did fuck
but
one
kind
thing.
of. If you can stay hard and fuck a
You
woman,
can fuck a pussy,
then maybe you are a top.
But I think you just want your anal cavity filled
and your anal glands expressed at the vet,
which stinks, by the way. It
I've
smells
never
like fish. My ex-friend, the one that's an asshole every time he sees me at the bar and doesn't make eye contact, his dog used to express everywhere.
Ew.
And the dog one time fell on the Table and it expressed everywhere, and it smelled like rotting fish.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby, I'm gonna throw up.
Okay.
I can't do that. I'm just seeing anchovy paste coming out of the dog's mouth.
Well, it's fine.
Okay.
Rumor is you have a big dick.
Rumor.
Is it true?
Today was a good day. I don't know if you've read the news, and I'm sure you have.
Oh, I thought you meant you had a good dick day. I was like, congrats.
No,
it's actually it's not good today.
I'm using it's not good. I have new creams and new regimens. It's not good.
Because of the so
I'm doing coloring cream.
What?
Yeah, it's like a private area rejuvenator, if you will.
I need this.
I just need to be rejuvenated. We were talking today about, and I'm like, I need to just I have scrubs now. I have all this shit. I'm scrubbing my body. Anyway, Tucker Carlson was fired today, or released, or they agreed.
Fired. I mean, after a week before, you had to pay almost $1 billion, $800 million fine. Now, it's connected.
You're literally saying you hate the president, but then you're
we've got the text messages.
We got you, honey.
You knew they were crazy. We got you, Tucker.
Have fun at Newsmax.
Literally, because he's been fired from everywhere else, so he can't go anywhere else.
So do you know who else was fired today?
Yeah, and this one I'm also just
honestly, I think this is going to make our political climate
goodbye, Don Lemon.
Yes, these are the two shit stories on each side.
Do you think that you would have a civil war? Are you worried about that?
What do you think will happen if we do nothing? You think more kids will be killed?
I'm not.
You think more concerts will be shut up? More churches will lose parishioners?
I'm not arguing on behalf of doing nothing. I'm critiquing your very specific suggestion for what and you're a lawmaker, so this is meaningful what you said.
And I trust the American people are law-abiding, that their weapons could be bought back, or keep them at a gun club. You don't have to give it up.
But what if you want to keep them in your home and you've done nothing wrong? You haven't hurt anybody, and now you just made them into felons.
No, there's no troop roundup here, Tucker.
No, but you just made them into felons. You just said that in the piece. Look, I'm not making this up. You wrote that. So what do you think? If I'm a gun owner and I have one of the weapons that you say should be banned, and I don't feel like bringing it to a gun club, I feel like keeping it in my bedroom closet.
I don't think you're giving the American people enough credit that they'd be law-abiding and that they would
obey you. Well, or else they'd be criminally prosecuted.
No, I'm suggesting we have a conversation in Congress and pass a ban like this. They would be obeying the law.
Would you apply as written by you?
Yeah, it would have to be passed by.
Would you apply these standards to yourself and your fellow members of Congress?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
not cops though. I don't think cops should be outgunned.
So your bodyguards could have any kind of guns.
I don't have bodyguards,
Yes,
Tucker.
you do. I was there today.
No,
you have many bodyguards.
I don't have bodyguards.
There today.
I don't personally have bodyguards.
Oh, but you're surrounded by them.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by bodyguards that I pay for. And
they're police officers. They're sworn. They're trained.
They're there to protect you.
And they shouldn't be outgunned. And that's the problem. I have two brothers who are cops.
Hold on.
My dad was a cop. They're outgunned
But your
right
bodyguards would get to have any kind of gun they want to protect you, but I wouldn't have.
I don't want them to protect me. I want them to protect the people who are getting shot up in the schools.
But that's not. No, Capitol Police exists to protect you.
No, this isn't about Capitol Police.
Well, no, but it is, though.
This is about the kids who are dying, Tucker.
It's about me
in
and
their
my
schools. They're afraid to go to school tomorrow. They hear a book drop.
No, but hold on.
They think a shooter's walking into the classroom. Don't they deserve to be protected?
They do. And
so let's protect them.
Amen.
But why do you need an AR-15?
I don't know why you need
to protect your house.
You have them in your building where you work.
Police officers.
No, your bodyguards.
Don't denigrate the cops.
I'm not denigrating them.
They work hard.
I'm glad they're there.
They shouldn't be outgunned, and they're outgunned right now.
But wait a second.
I went to the funeral for 4 police officers who were killed by an assault weapon.
You don't actually care more than I do. We care the same. So it's not a question of who cares.
Do you think cops should have guns?
I think that your bodyguards should have the same guns that I have to protect my family.
They're America's bodyguards, Tucker.
They're not. They're yours.
Don't denigrate them like that.
I'm not denigrating them.
They work too
really,
hard.
Can they come to my house and protect my wife while I'm at work?
If you call the police, yeah.
Oh, but can I have a Capitol Hill? When you go to work, they hang out and protect you.
They're protecting the constituents.
Oh, no, they're protecting
you,
actually.
I don't have
So why not? But hold on. Why shouldn't my wife have the same firearm at home that your bodyguards use to protect you? Is that fair or is that unfair? Why is it unfair?
That's a ridiculous argument.
Oh, why?
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous? Because you're more important than me?
No, I don't. You are trying to.
No, I'm asking a sincere question. Why should you get to protect yourself?
Our cops should not be outgunned.
No,
period.
I'm talking not our cops.
Our military shouldn't be outgunned.
No, your cops.
Period.
Capitol Hill Police have. Why don't we just limit them to the same gun I can have at home?
Why can't we have a real conversation about this?
This is a real conversation. Why is it nonsense? You're putting your life.
You're calling cops bodyguards, and that's disrespectful to them.
I'm not calling all cops.
Police Week was last week. They were all here in town honoring the fallen, and you're calling them bodyguards.
No, I'm calling your.
My dad was a cop. He's not a bodyguard.
No.
He protects people. And that's ridiculous.
Do members of Congress have bodyguards? I notice whenever
I see. You're calling a cop a bodyguard, man? That is so disrespectful.
They are.
No,
and
they're
the
sworn police officers.
Pays for them.
They
and I was in the
you.
capital
and your
today.
kids.
No, they're in your
and
office.
our families.
Can I get the same in my
and
office?
They shouldn't be outgunned.
Taxpayers can pay for it?
They shouldn't be outgunned.
They're
outgunned today.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I walk down the hallway in front of your office, you have officers there paid for by taxpayers. Great guys. I'm not attacking them, obviously, and I think they watch this channel.
Attack.
Thank you for that. They're not at all. I'm merely saying that you have better protection than I do. And you're saying that my family doesn't deserve to have a certain species of weapon. You get to decide what we can protect ourselves with, but you're not going to in any way take the ability to protect you away from the Capitol Hill Police.
I'm saying that every police officer in America today is outgunned. For their safety and for the safety of the people they protect, we shouldn't have assault weapons.
Right. You just don't want to apply the rules to yourself. I get it. I wouldn't either. You know what I mean? I care about protecting my family.
Well, let's protect the kids first. That seems like the first place to start.
My house. I agree.
With due respect, I find your explanation reductive and actually insulting, including to black Americans, to say that black people today, compared to 1964, 1865, haven't made progress in part because of the freedoms we secured. And the Second Amendment was part of what secured
hang on,
that
please.
freedom.
I cannot keep a thought if you guys are talking to me in my ear. So hang on one second. So to say that black people, say what you said again.
Black people secured their freedoms after the Civil War. It is a historical fact, Don. Just study it. Only after their Second Amendment rights were secured.
They were not secured their freedoms after the Civil War. That is not, you are discounting Reconstruction. You're discounting a whole host of things that happened after the Civil War when it comes to African Americans, including the whole reason that the Civil Rights Movement happened is because black people did not secure their freedoms after the Civil War, and that things turned around. People tried to change the freedoms that were supposed to happen.
And you know how they got it?
War
They got their Second Amendment rights, and they actually got, the NRA played a big role in that. But today, Don,
the NRA did not play a big role in that.
They trained black Americans how to use firearms.
That's a lie. That's not. The NRA did not play a big role in that.
This is just historical fact.
It's not historical fact.
The part that I
just
find...
because you say it's historical fact.
The part that I find insulting is when you say today black Americans don't have those rights after we have gone through civil rights revolution in this country.
You are sitting here telling an African American about the rights and what you find insulting about the way I live, the skin I live in every day.
Here's where you and I have a different point of view.
Black and white that black people don't have in this country, and that black people do have.
Well, here's where you and I have a different point of view. I think we should be able to express our views regardless of the color of our skin. We should have this debate
I'm not saying you
without me regarding you as a black man,
insulting that
but
you're
me regarding you
here,
as a fellow citizen.
That you're
That's
sitting
what I think
here,
we should see.
whatever ethnicity you are, explaining to me
whatever ethnicity
about
I'm,
what it's like to be black.
Whatever
in America.
ethnicity I'm, I'll tell you what I am. I'm an Indian American. I'm proud of it. But I think we should have this debate. Black, white doesn't matter.
I think we should have this
on
debate.
The content of the
ideas. If you're going to do it, you should do it in an honest way and in a fair way. And what you're doing is not an honest and fair way. Okay? We appreciate you coming on.
With due respect, Don, I look forward to continuing that conversation.
We'll
Thank
continue
you.
the conversation.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you, Papa.
We'll talk about China.
Yes, let's talk about China.
Next time you come back.
Oh, thank you. Much to say on declaring independence from China.
Okay,
something you
can
can
we move
add
on now, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don Lemon is the biggest queen. Like, he's a bossy bottom.
Oh,
like,
he's
and
fully bossy bottom.
Bossy bottom.
Did you see his response? He was like,
"Yeah, I can't believe I found out from my agent." I'm like,
"Girl, where else are you gonna find out for?"
Right? Like, you're not gonna get a call from the CEO.
Yeah, like they don't give a fuck about you.
They're like, "Bye."
Listen, when you lost your night gig and you went to the mornings, you should have known it was coming, honey. You should have been looking.
Exactly. They don't kick you off the evening lineup.
So now he's gonna have his own fucking.
And then he did say things that were like.
So
like I fucking hate Nikki Haley from South Carolina. She's a DB, but the thing is, when you say 51 is past your prime, like it's not because like Joe Biden's like 80.
If you're a woman too, I think he said,
and that's what he said. He's like, I mean, she's past her prime, and it's like, no, but like
girl, you're in your 50s.
Margaret Thatcher was beyond 51 and was like fucking prime minister over in the UK forever. Hillary Clinton ran for presidency and actually got more popular votes than anyone else ever at that point in time, and she was beyond 51. What?
I thought Margaret Thatcher was
oh no, you're high.
Betty Ross, but really, I thought when you said it, I was like, oh, she made the flag in my head.
Oh, Maggie Thatcher.
Another fake person, Betty Ross, another fake character.
There's no way Betty Ross was real.
No way. She can't sew this fucking flag.
Yeah, like here she did. She sewed it together. It's like,
you couldn't even sew pants, honey. Do you see what they used to wear?
Honey.
Girl, they just took cloths. They're like, all
wow,
right, well, time
throwing
together.
shade on our ancestors.
That's right, mama. Because they're nasty.
They are nasty.
They're nasty bitches.
Have you seen that little like tweet that's like, I don't know, maybe a bunch of guys from the 1700s who would be mystified by a dishwasher weren't correct in perpetuity on every topic.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have no idea what you just fucking said. I literally have zero fucking idea. Zero.
Let me show you.
Did you see the 1700s when the dishwasher men?
Face.
Wait, I literally
could tell.
have no idea what you just said.
I was like, he is done.
No,
He's
but like
done.
I don't. For some reason, I missed a word or something, and then I was like totally lost. Like no clue where you're even going.
Let me see if I can find it.
I'm still thinking about fucking Betty Ross over here.
Betty Ross.
Betty Ross.
Nothing about Betty Ross.
And let's get honest. Betty Ross was probably a black woman, but they don't say that in history. So she does exist, but
oh, I see what you're saying.
In a good way.
Now I don't know what you're saying, so I'm like, in a good way.
No, in a good way that they probably had a black woman who made up the flag and designed it and sewed it up. And they're like, some white lady named, you know.
Oh, literally.
Yeah, for sure.
This one. You know how like that's our founding fathers. That's our fucking document. They're like, I don't know, man. Maybe some dudes from the 1700s who owned people and would be mystified by the sight of a dishwasher weren't right about everything in perpetuity.
Yeah, like
they're like, this is our constitution. I'm like, and
you
who
not
gives a fuck?
Hear the guy that's trying to take on Sherrod Brown up in Ohio, here the state. Up in Ohio.
I was like, here.
Well, I'm from Georgia, so I always used to say up in Ohio. Anyway, this motherfucker, I don't know his name, but he's saying black people don't deserve what are they called? Reparations? What is it when they pay them back? They're like
reparations.
Reparations. White people do.
That same group of people later, white people died to free black people. It's never happened in human history before, but it happened here in America. That's not talked about in schools very much, is it? They make it sound like America is a racist, broken country. You name a country that did that freed slaves, died to do that. You know, they talk about reparations. Where are the reparations for the people from the North who died to save the lives of black people?
And I'm like, what the fuck? So of course, clickbait. I'm like,
what?
Because white people saved them and fought for them and died losing their life, fighting for them to have freedom.
I cannot. I literally
almost.
This is
because it's getting bad because I'm getting older. So these are people that are getting closer and closer to like my peer, like my direct
you're like,
peers.
oh, you're my age.
I'm like, you're 20 years older than me. Like, this is not good. Like, you're getting too close. Like 40 years, okay. Like you're a fucking
it's like you're
dumbass.
You're a dumbass old boomer.
20. And
don't try to be young, honey.
So listen,
you're practically a boomer. To Gen Z, we are boomers. Like, imagine.
No, to Gen Alpha, we're like
Gen Alpha's looking at us like
Alpha's looking at
you guys are still ruining the planet.
Alpha is
take that flight.
Gen Z or Gen X is Alpha's boomer,
and that's fair. I mean, Gen X is boomer to me. Like
but the next generation we're the boomer
like,
then.
Yeah, we're coming.
We're in the third trimester of our life.
Fuck. I'm ready to pop out into heaven, honey.
I thought there was 4
Let's go down that cosmic pussy and come out into the universe.
But what if you did? What if you die and you wake up as a baby again? Oh, fuck.
But know or don't know. Because if I didn't know, whatever. But like, if I knew, I would be like, God damn it.
Do you think you've lived a life before this?
Yeah, probably. I've had memories of things that like definitely didn't happen.
I feel like
I've had dreams where I'm like, oh yeah, this makes sense. Or I've been places where like I've been here before.
You were a chubby chef, I think, in your past life.
Oh, agree.
I think you were really because I think
I was
you
good
like big
with
people,
the pastries, and I like big people.
Yeah,
I
like
love
you're okay
eating.
with it. You love eating still.
I was a chubby chef.
I think you might have been like
I have really attracted a menagerie of chubby people around me,
and it's true. And usually you want to surround yourself around a bunch of trolls and reptiles. So that you look better.
Oh, so you were a pet store worker in your past life because you've got trolls and reptiles around you.
I don't think I was a pet store worker. I think I was like in the
zookeeper.
Stables. Oh, like Civil War stables. Like, yeah, like I was scrubbing hooves. You know what I mean?
I like that. I think I was one of the first surgeons in the Civil War. I was chopping off arms and legs with a saw, just a straight up saw.
Can you imagine?
Give him a little milk of the poppy.
I mean,
that's what they did.
Listen,
they were like, lay him back. Here comes.
Like as of like what?
They didn't have antibiotics.
6 years
they
ago,
didn't have
they
antibiotics.
Didn't have it.
They're just like, we're going to chop your arm off, and hopefully it stays clean and doesn't get infected, and you die from that.
So like, bite down on this. It's like,
I mean, that was life, and that was just like,
that was life until like the 50s, right?
Little Johnny got ran over by a wagon wheel. He's dead.
We got to cut his whole leg off, and you're awake, wide awake, wide awake.
A case of the pox ripped through the village and killed 90% of them.
My God.
Like,
So
wait,
terrible.
what?
So terrible.
And that was just normal life. No wonder they thought God was real. Like, they had to make up some story because life was so terrible. Now life's good, and I'm like, why are you still believing in that? Like, you don't need that anymore.
Oh, and
you have antibiotics. Like, you're fine.
I have a whole thing.
Like, just get rid of God. It's better. It's much more fun. I can't. Okay, hold it in. No. Let it out, actually. Fucking let it out.
No, I saw a video. I can't remember where it was. Such a fucking good argument. And I was like, oh my God, like this is so.
Like, I am okay. Like, I'm also on the verge of like not being okay. You know what I mean? Like, do you ever forget?
Oh.
Like, why?
She's the girl that straight guys are like, no, bro, she's crazy. They mean that. Like, they mean. I kind of feel sorry. There are, I mean, you know, I don't want to Don Lemon myself, but.
Well, Don Lemon yourself, babe.
Talking to like my stepson and his friend, they came over Saturday or Thursday night. And like, what's that?
Go ahead. I'm kind of scared.
It's big.
Because they're going to be like, you guys are stupid and old.
Yeah.
We are. I'm the person.
That's not what they said though. Okay. But they were talking about like girls and like hearing some of the things they were saying. I was like, yikes. Like, you guys, are you learning this from Andrew Tate? But then also like when they describe what they're talking about, it's like, okay, girls are like maybe indecipherable. Like, do you ever just feel sorry for straight guys, especially in high school? Like, imagine, do you remember your girlfriends like in high school? I remember mine. I could never imagine trying to like figure out what they like were feeling or dating them or anything.
Oh no, there's no way. They're all like, fucking up and down.
Yeah, it was like a roller coaster.
Everybody's hormones are going too.
Yeah,
like,
it was a
boys
roller
and girls,
coaster.
so everybody's a fucking disaster.
And boys are fucking moody.
Boys
I am sick
have
of
a
quiet
lot of feelings.
and they hold them in. Yep. And then I'm like, why are you acting like this? Oh, you just are upset about, okay, well, you didn't talk about it for 3 days.
Yeah, like you literally just don't say
like
a
sometimes
word.
My stepson, I'm like, you know, you're about to be 18. Like, it's time to
get out of the nest.
Well,
and that's next.
Yeah.
So I actually wanted to show you something that really freaked me out. And I did save this one. Can you imagine going back to this life? Okay.
Oh my fucking
Now
God,
look how patient they are.
I remember them doing like
she can't figure out the
credit card.
Still the same transaction.
I forgot about this shit.
I know.
I do remember this.
Yeah, I do too. And it's weird because
I remember going to the mall with my grandma and standing in line and just being like,
you stand in line.
They would take the pins out of the t-shirts. They would fold it up, put it there.
Oh my God.
And then they'd be like entering the price manually. The credit card, my grandma was. Remember, you put the card, put paper over it, and press the paper over the card so the numbers would show up on the paper.
And they'd have to mail that to the credit card.
That's how they did.
That's so bizarre.
Like, that is.
This is what I'm talking about, though.
Like, we now buy it in a click on an app, and it shows up the same day or next day. Next day.
Yeah.
I can get a piece of whatever I've ordered on Amazon the next day or same day.
Can you imagine standing in that line though? Like, I can't stand in that line for 5 minutes, let alone watching them go ding, 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 ding. I'd be like, so it's kind of scary too, because I have no patience.
Well, it's like, but we grew up with that, so no wonder we don't have patience. But then I'm like, the kids growing up are growing up with this. They're going to be like, you can't get it delivered same day.
Can you imagine?
They're going to be pissed in 20 years. It's like,
well, there'll be drones.
Where is my stuff?
There'll be drones. It'll be automatically delivered within an hour. Like, I need an outfit for tonight. Deet, 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 deet. Actually, that's a good idea.
Okay, actually, like, pocket that.
Pocket that. Pocket it. Huh? Pocket it. Pocketing it.
Pocket pussy. Okay.
My pussy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What else? What did you do? What did we do last weekend?
Last weekend I laid around.
Last week I worked at night on Wednesday, Thursday night. Okay, so I didn't do anything that night.
I laid around this last weekend. It was great. I haven't had
Friday. I made Matt watch Spirited Away, which is a Hayao Miyazaki movie, which would by like the Totoro guy, the guy who made Totoro. You'd have never heard of these. Okay. Well, you need to get into them because Hayao Miyazaki is gonna awaken.
Preach to me, because then let me know. School
you're
me.
You're not as evolved on cinema.
What a fucking cunt.
You're not as evolved on cinema, so I will help you out here.
What a little cunt.
Hayao Miyazaki is a Japanese filmmaker and animator who is amazing and funny, and like you would like him.
Like
Crazy.
anime, like character kind of shit.
Yes, like no, but it's not that type of anime.
Okay.
He made like My Neighbor Totoro is probably the most famous and known. You would probably recognize a Totoro like image. I'll show you one.
Oh, is that the guy with like spiked hair and he's black hair?
No, that's Totoro.
No, I've never seen it. It's kind of cool.
No, it's amazing. You would love it, especially when you're high. I'm sure you would really like it.
When
this
am I
is
not?
Spirited Away, and like there are things in here that are just like it. Actually, I think won an Oscar. Like it's really good.
Oh, that looks really cool. That's actually really good.
But like some of these characters are like creepy.
I like it.
But this, I mean, there's a whole park with it. You can go do it and live it.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
like,
like Squid
what's
Games.
this? What's this giant baby? There are
Where do they
things
come up with this shit?
That's what I'm
Japanese
saying.
people have such creative brains. It's
This
stupid.
movie, like, there's things in there you're like, what?
Think about what they've come up with, like Hello Kitty and all this stuff. It's like, it's so fucking out there. It's like, are you all on drugs? Like, constantly?
I do wonder.
Something is, their brains are different
something
creatively.
in Japanese culture, like they draw all these animals super cute.
They do these weird things though, but like it's not weird to them, but it's like
To us, it's
unique
like,
to me. It's
like I showed Matt this movie Spirited Away, and he was like loving it, but he was like, "This is so weird." I'm like, "Yeah."
I'll be honest with you. I think they started furries.
Probably.
I think they did because
Looks
I remember
like
seeing
it.
a little fox.
Like, oh, it's cute. Let's do it. It's like, no, it's kind of creepy.
No, I do want to go to Japan just to feel famous because I'm big there. So I'll be like getting pictures all the time.
You need the t-shirt that says "I'm big in Japan." I mean, not just your dick size, like your height, your weight. Sumo.
Oh wow. Okay, we're going there.
Why not? They are not big people in Japan.
Oh, I could kill them.
So I'm saying
my body. No, it's the problem is they're 20 and I'm not.
And some of them are kind of hot, like as they're becoming
honestly,
sumo, as they become a sumo.
Yeah, like they're in that thick stage. Thick
are,
boy, they're a big
they're
boy.
Just rice. I need a big boy.
They're eating all that rice.
Give me a sumo.
My big thing that I want to talk to you about is my trip.
Oh yeah.
That's happening.
Let's get that in here.
It's actually if you're listening to the show, I'm on my way probably. Or I'm there.
Where are you going?
Going to Camp Buckwood in Indiana. And can I tell you something? First of all, I booked a massage.
Oh, you're getting a happy ending. Okay.
Actually, I really want, he does like body scrub, like sea salt or something. I want to do that.
You're getting every single crevice.
Now,
scrubbed.
can I tell you something that's really fucking haunting me a little bit? And
so this is a semi-nude camp, I believe.
No, it's full nude.
Okay.
Like you don't have to, it's clothing optional.
Okay.
I have to use a public shower.
You have to finger your poopy hole to get it clean in a public shower.
Yeah. Or outside. They have outside showers too. It's like real camping. But I have a cabin and TV and air conditioning and heat.
Oh, okay. Then this is
it's not real camping, but what I really want to do is just go there, be vulnerable, meet new people, like try to like.
The last time I was, yeah.
Go ahead. What are you going to say? What's that?
The last time I was at a camp at school, like college, we went to a camp. And now, like, I remember, like, the next day, all it was talking about was, like, who hooked up in which tents, like, in the middle of the night.
Right.
Because people were just, like, going tent to tent. I guess, like, unexpected pairings occurred. I was like, oh,
that always happens.
This girl hooked up with him because they were very drunk, blah, blah, blah. And then, like.
How old were you?
In college.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in high school. I was like.
He liked it even more, probably.
No, but I was like, how'd you get the alcohol?
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey.
So you're going to this camp.
So I'm
you
going
have
to
to shower outside.
Shower outside. I'm going to get naked.
Now, are you staying in a tent room?
No, cabin. I have my own cabin. It has a little living room.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so I'm going to be quiet. That's number one. I'm going to rediscover or just discover myself. And by that, I mean, I just need quiet. I need quiet. I need to edit. I need to be able to do what I want to do without anybody saying a goddamn word.
That's not what you're going to be fucking doing.
Oh, I'll be jerking off in the woods,
yeah,
too.
I was like, girl, please. You're not going to be quiet. You're not going to be in your cabin. You're going to be at the pool. You're going to be wandering around.
They have a really big hot tub. It's like the size of this room, too.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to be quiet.
I know. I love how I'm like,
you're going to have a ball gag in your mouth. That's how you'll be quiet.
I'm going for a solitude.
Yes, queen.
I'm going for the peace and solitude.
God. Should I start
It's
Billy
my Walden Pond moment. I'm going to write Henry
It's
David
true.
Thoreau.
That's how I feel. It's like my moment.
I'm going to.
But here's the thing. Okay, I got two things to say with this. First of all, I'm making like a little mini doc, of course, of making something.
Here you
that
go.
won't ever come out.
We'll see if you ever finish it.
Yeah, but we'll see. The mini doc, though, is following me to the camp and me exposing myself. It sounds so terrible. Me battling my own fears and my own demons and becoming super vulnerable.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Honestly, I'm going to touch on all kinds of subjects because there's a lot of fucking things to unpack when it comes to this shit. It really is.
Even just camping, like
it's
fuck
trauma.
Camping.
This is trauma. Like we are taught. No, I'm serious. I'm about to get serious.
No, I don't like you.
We're born naked and the rest is just crap. I'm just kidding.
Throw up. I fucking knew you were going to say that.
But we are all born naked, and then we're told immediately that it's wrong. Okay?
Literally, yeah.
Then we all have body. We're like, why do we have so many body issues, and why do people want to be bulimic, and why do people kill themselves because they're so ugly?
As soon as you get out of the shower, it's like, oh my God, you're naked.
Like, why is it such a big fucking deal? So I'm really trying to just break this guilty Catholic, like,
oh yeah, that's what
I'm breaking it. And I think once I break this, I can take down a lot of barriers.
If everyone in the world were just nudists and it was normal to be nude,
we would have a different system here. There'd be a different.
Would there be voyeurs and exhibitionists still?
No. Yeah, because you don't want to watch people have sex necessarily just because they're naked.
Okay, so those would still. Okay, I was just worried. Like, would I really want to be an exhibitionist or a voyeur? Like I am now. If it's like everyone's always, there's like that layer's gone. Because sometimes it's just a layer of like you just want to watch like.
What are your? I want to know what your thoughts are on nudity. Male nudity, and just like, what were you taught?
Oh yeah.
What are your personal feelings, and what do you feel like today? Like, could you do
I was taught it's terrible. I mean, like horrible, like the worst thing. Like you always hit it because I didn't like play sports either. So like I didn't even see people like naked in a locker room.
Right. So you don't even know what a dick really looks like.
No,
either.
I didn't know what dicks looked like.
Okay, that's a good.
I only
point.
had my computer.
But you go online and you look at porn and all these people are casted for.
So I didn't get to see like, oh, like my friend's dick looks like that, like normal. Like mine.
Yeah.
But so a little grosser.
Yeah, most people. Yeah.
Well, most people. Everyone likes their own brand.
Everyone.
You always say that.
It's true though. Don't even act like you don't smell your own genitalia.
I haven't today.
Everybody does a swiff.
Then. Well, you have to know. Like, do I need to shower now, or can I wait? Can I shower in a little bit?
It's literally nature. Some people need to wash their hands after, though. I'm just saying, because sometimes it smells like pussy in my office, and
people are grabbing their pussies.
When you have long nails
and they scritchy scratch under there,
you've got to scrub those.
You're
nails,
bringing
girl.
some. I mean, what are you going to take it to the microscope?
That's some famunda.
That's a famunda. Okay, so what else do I think about? Would I do it? I would. I love it now. Like now that I've like become more accepting of my body.
You are.
I love being nude now. It's like normal.
It doesn't bother you at all.
It doesn't even bother me. I think it's more fun. Like when I went to the bathhouse, I was like, this is nice just being naked.
Right.
And I wasn't hard, obviously, because that's a difficulty.
Not yet.
Not yet. And other people weren't. Yeah, Cialis hasn't kicked in.
No, but that's like a male
But just walking around, you're like, this is fun to be naked and like go into a sauna and relax and just be like, yeah, you're naked too. Cool. It is more peaceful to just be like, yeah, you can be naked.
Think there's something.
There's nothing about it.
I think that we lost something being gay.
Yes.
And
yes.
like my friends used to get naked in front of each other, and I would like sometimes try to participate.
I was afraid of this. Because
I'd be outed.
Yep.
And so you act like you're like, ugh, bro. So you didn't get to like bond with like it's okay for males to bond. Like
men will slap each other's ass. I've seen straight guys as a joke.
Oh my
grab
God,
their friend,
yes,
like pull on their dick, just be like,
it's like it's not a big deal. And then
flick their balls. That's a joke. Like
it's not a big deal. And I'm like,
you just touched
you saw his balls.
Yep. Or like, or do what I was talking about, teabagging. Teabagging was a thing.
Oh God, that was a thing because
even in college, like someone's like,
I used to secretly
let's
like
go teabag him.
Yeah, teabag me.
That happened to you? You've been teabagged by? I've never been teabagged by a straight.
I have. And he had a big old fucking dick too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, sorry.
How did you have that happen?
Because I played straight, but he knew I was gay probably. He didn't give a fuck. These people love to fuck.
I want to get teabagged by a straight guy. This is stupid.
All right,
I
let's
hate
sign
you.
up any straight guys.
No, they don't want to.
No, they're embarrassed to get naked.
Once they're embarrassed to get naked, or they're like, well, he's gay. He's going to like lick them. I'm like, no, just rest them on my face.
So do you think this is weird that I'm going to like document this? Or that I'm so interested in this theory?
No, I think it's going to be fun. I think you need to do it.
Okay.
I'm a little worried about what the camera policy is there, but
I already have emails.
Okay, good.
I've already spoke to management.
Good. Okay.
Honey, I'm on it. I've like I'm on it. So anyway, that's going to be my adventure. I wanted to get that from you because I'm going to put that into the little series I'm making, and we'll see if it comes out. I don't know. It's just fun for me to dream it right now.
We need to see. I need to see. I want to see the unedited.
Well, there's going to be 2 versions. There'll be the YouTube version, which will be edited, obviously, but then there'll be an unedited version that will be on my
Patreon.
OnlyFans.
Oh, no. I
actually thought about starting.
I forgot you.
I might start one this weekend.
You could put it on your alt Twitter.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of prospects.
opportunity this
There's
weekend.
a lot of people who would want to.
I'm bringing it light. Well, because I got to record myself there. The experience.
Oh my God, you have a little living room.
I do. So
sometimes bros want to bond in the living room
and jerk off.
Oh my God, if you
because I'm gonna get a hand pass. I'm getting a hand pass.
I would hope. Yes.
Sorry, and then it might have to
include mouth, but not.
Yeah, it's got to be really special.
Yeah. Oh my God, if you could
somebody can suck me. I'm not sucking anybody unless it's like they're hot.
And that's what I'm like worried about is like you need both because
I know I feel kind of like, is it weird that I feel guilty
about?
I don't know. I feel guilty that I'm going like and I'm about to experience this whole thing and then like
alone.
But then I think
of all the hikes he's taken,
right?
He's experienced.
I mean, it's fine.
He's been away.
Everybody's done.
He's been on boys' trips to Louisiana. Where else? I mean, hello.
He's going back.
Yeah, and he's going back for a reason.
Southern Decadence.
Yep. There's a group of boys there.
There is, and they're hot.
There it is.
I don't care.
There's someone.
So it's like, okay, let's just let bygones be bygones when we're out of town.
It's okay. I like that. That's a good rule. That would be a good rule.
We'll see. I'll probably just sleep the whole time. But yeah, so anyway.
They're like, you're here on a down week. There's no one else here.
I'm actually kind of
I'm going to be quiet.
I'm going to actually be a star. It's Bear Week, honey.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
So
you're absolutely sucking dick.
No, I'm going to be a tease.
You're Bear Week.
I'm going to put my titties up like... I'm going to go...
Arf, arf. You're going to be a twink there, so you're going to be the one arfing.
Arf,
arf.
Arf.
Bring your enema.
I guess that's what I wanted to say is I just wanted to see, like, because I'm scared of what everybody's going to think about the whole thing because I'm, like, going to go over, like, why people are insecure. Like, I want to ask people, like, are you secure with nudity and why are you not or why are you? And, like, is that weird to, like, be researching?
No, you need to figure that out.
There's nobody that really talks about this shit.
No one ever
and I'm
brings
just, like,
it
kind of
up.
over it.
Yeah, I'm tired of it, too.
I've been so obsessed with dicks my whole life. Like
I
want to
still
see
get
dicks.
shocked when you see it, like,
right.
Like it's like someone's naked even at a gay bar. I'm like, yeah, they're naked. Like they're at a gay bar. What do you expect?
Yeah, when you're in Mount Manners, which we're never going back again, because
I have no desire. When I see the people who are there, I'm like, oh, it's the Republicans. Like even the people I follow on Instagram when they go, I'm like, I see who it is now, and I'm a little.
I saw a group that was
nervous.
there this weekend that I know, and I'm like, I'm not really sure this is good.
I saw a traveling nurse who's there who constantly posts his body fishing for compliments.
Yeah, I can't have you be like, this world's fucked. Let's stand up for our rights, and then go to Florida,
and then you go to Wilton Manors. Like, nope.
And if you live in Florida, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but
we got to get you out. Like, maybe we need to start a fund. Like,
there were some Jews still in Germany. Like. And they,
do you know what
they had a chance? They had like 2 months window where they could have left, and then they stayed because they thought it's not going to get that bad.
The country's about to split.
Florida right
is
now,
about to be their own
you got to
country.
leave because
they're about to turn their own
here's what
country.
they just did. They made the death penalty pass by a majority. It doesn't have to be the full jury anymore. And one of the crimes is if it's a crime against a child, you can apply it for the death penalty. And they made drag performances crime against children. So they're making being trans and gay crime against children, and the death penalty is just a majority now. So if you get accused of a crime against a child, I'm just saying, like, you got to get out of Florida because they passed those laws for a reason.
Well, it's
they're all
like,
connected.
Didn't they do this with the Jews, like this right here? So they're like, oh, we're gonna say don't say gay for kindergarteners and under.
Yep.
Now they just pass it for 18 and under. Now they go through high school.
The don't say gay is
but
now
didn't that
all the
happen
way
with the
through
Jews? Like at first it was like, oh, they can work on Friday or whatever it is, and then they started like
it just creeps. It's called creeping, and they're creeping right up to fascism in Florida. So you got to get out.
And it's just gonna creep up, and I think the whole South is gonna go down. Like I'm
getting
it's
nervous.
Be a new country.
Like I'm like,
and Marjorie Taylor Greene's gonna be your fucking president. So make sure you get out before that dumb bitch takes over.
Okay, there you go. Sundries. I have a sundry.
Okay, go for it. Maybe it helps trigger mine.
So this past weekend, I unexpectedly went to an orgy, And it was an afties moment, so it was an after party.
I don't know. We're not going to talk about things, but your new language, there's a vibe happening. So we'll see how you are in a week.
No cap. So I go to this. I get it. Well, okay. Basically, I won't share names, so it doesn't matter. But I'm at AWOL, blah blah blah, having drinks, blah blah blah. And this like guy in a jockstrap and a harness comes up to me, and he's really cute. But it's as we're leaving, and he's like, "Hey, you're hot," and I was like, "Thanks."
Everyone's hot at 2 a.m.
Just don't fuck my dad, all right?
Wow. I wasn't even like claiming credit or agreeing with him. I was just like, thanks, but everyone's hot at 2 a.m. First of all, it was like 2:40 a.m. So I was even hotter.
Honey.
And I was right by the street meat, so I smelled good too.
You know, the next
I always
morning,
want that shit. I'm like, I'll have one veggie
You
wrap.
just stand there and you smell like meat for a week.
So bad.
It's like, anyway.
So he's like, you're hot. You want to fuck me? And I was like, well, I mean, not now.
Now?
Yo, now? You just took 5 loads in the back.
I got straight meat.
Yeah, I was like, I'm in the line for this. So then it turns out, though, I didn't even realize it, but we end up at his house because, like...
Wait, I'm sorry. So, wait a second. You went from... I didn't realize that... This is how you just said you got to... I didn't realize we were at his house. So what happened between... I don't really know, and
Well,
house?
I was, like, ordering an Uber, and then, like, the 2 friends I was with...
were a bad influence.
Well, yes. One's... Well, I don't even talk.
I know.
Like, 2 friends I was with were a bad influence, and we're trying to like figure out plans. They're like, we got plans. I was like, okay, well, I'll just like get the Uber. What's the address? And so I like get in. We end up at that person's house who said like, do you want to fuck me? Okay.
I have a really bad feeling about all this.
And I was really worried because I also, that person was like, do you want to fuck me? And then like grabbed my phone and like put their name in on, or was like, here's my name on Instagram. I didn't click follow. I just like deleted it. And then so then they were trying to follow. I was like, oh, I just added you. And then like, I thought I was leaving. So I thought it'd be fine. But then it turns out like, I obviously didn't follow them. I just deleted it because I was like, I'm not going to follow this person. It's a random.
Yeah.
But then they realized it because they were like, oh, I don't see the ad that you added me. And then I was like, I had to try to pull it up. And I had already deleted their name and forgot their screen name.
So you played dumb.
So I played dumb. I was like, I don't know what happened. Then I'm at his house. Then I'm at his fucking house. Okay. So I'm at this house. It's now 3:15. I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, why am I, what am I?
Oh my God.
Who am I?
I don't know who the fuck.
Who am I? And I notice like people are, and this gets to my sundry. I notice people are having fun. And then I see a powder. Yeah. And then people are like going upstairs, and that guy who's like, do you want to fuck me? Just was like going up and down. And I was like, he was up there a second ago for like half an hour, came back down.
Really quick with it.
Yeah. And then I realized that he was taking people up there to fuck him.
That was his boyfriend pouting?
Yes. And so like, there was basically an orgy happening, and like groups would just go up at a time and like, I guess, fuck him. Maybe he was like the bottom or something. I don't really understand how it worked.
Fuck.
Cause I like went to the bathroom, then I just like had some high noon. Then out of nowhere, some straight guys showed up. 3 straight guys showed up. And I'm standing there. I'm talking to the one.
Now I'm ready to go upstairs.
Now I was ready. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, the straights are here. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
like
here.
the straight guys are here. But like they didn't really fully realize what was happening.
They're only gay on the weekends.
But then the guys came down. The guy who was like, do you want to fuck me? Came down in his jockstrap and harness still. And it looked a little soggy. And then like his boyfriend came down in a harness and jockstrap. The guys who like lived in the house. And I was like, I turned to the straight guy, and he was like a cute, dumb looking one. I was like, you know what's happening here, right? And he was like, I mean, I was starting to figure. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. I was like, are you comfortable here? And I like did a little, I did a little check. Like, are you hard? Because I don't know if he's really straight. But the 3 guys were all like, we're straight. And I was like, okay. So but the point is, I need in my life, here's what I need from orgies. I need them to be drug free. And I don't mind if they have cannabis, like that for you, that's fine. Alcohol and cannabis only, maybe. So let's get rid of the meth and cocaine. And then I also want them to happen earlier.
Yeah.
Like, cause 3:30 in the morning for me, like,
it's not for me.
Is that really peak horniness? I'm not sure. It may be if you're on drugs, but it wasn't for me because I was on alcohol only.
And a late start.
And it was a late start. Okay. And then I also do want there to still be straight guys at the orgy.
Okay. So you're
so that's my sundry.
Okay.
That's my sundry. I just need orgies to figure out their life. I need their still straights. earlier, no hard drugs.
I mean, all the orgies I went to, there was no drugs involved.
Wait,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I went to like adult ones. Like, we were adults.
Like not.
I was the young one.
27-year-olds and 30.
Yeah, like I was like
32-year-olds
with like 40-year-olds.
There you go.
Was so hot too.
Wait, you went to an orgy with a 40-year-old?
Yeah, at his house, and then like all these guys showed up, and there was a bottom. Yeah, I've told you this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, honey.
Okay, well, I'm sorry for the world's longest sundry, but yeah.
No, I like it.
Orgies.
Now, you brought up a good point.
Yeah.
The powder.
Yeah. What is happening in Columbus right now?
So I feel like there's
AWOL's the same way. Like it's out of control. I mean, I'm like afraid to breathe because I'm like, what if it's a dust and there's like fentanyl in it and you take a breath?
Why is everybody doing?
Why is everyone doing cocaine again?
Yeah, it's like a real big thing.
Why is that happening? Like, where are we? We're in Columbus. It's Ohio, guys. Hi. Welcome. It's not the 80s.
We're in New York.
Like, we're not in...
But also, like...
anywhere else.
How are we affording... I can't even afford a fucking Wendy's meal. So,
I know.
like, how are we...
I was thinking of that.
It's $10 for a fucking regular meal. Like,
Really?
a number 6. A chicken sandwich and a fry and a drink. $10.55.
Well, economy seats for 2 people to fly to Lisbon and back is like $5,000. Economy. That's what I just booked. Because we're going in September. Matt and I are going to Lisbon.
When in September?
End of September. We're not missing the beginning. I requested that time off too.
Already trying to get out of it.
I'm like, oh, I have to go to Portugal. So we're going to Portugal for 10 or 11 days. But yeah, that's the cost of flights. So I don't know how people are affording cocaine. Like, I don't even want to know how much it costs. But like, why are you doing that? People have strokes on cocaine. Yeah. People have heart attacks on cocaine. People go nuts. Well, at the orgy, this one guy walked up and was like, he goes, he was in a K-hole. Yeah, that look. No, but he was in a K-hole and he wanted cocaine to come out of it. And I was like, I don't have that.
Wait, he was in like a real K-hole.
Yes, he was in an actual K-hole. He was like, hey, I need cocaine. And I was like, I don't have that. And that's my cue to leave. I'm like, if people are asking me for drugs and they can't tell that I don't have them, I got to get out of the party. Like,
this is where
I'm like, are the cops coming here because I cannot afford to get arrested or be associated?
I mean, honestly, nothing good happens after 2, but really,
it's
I
true.
could say midnight.
No. Honestly, I think after parties should be banned.
They should be. It should be pre-parties, bitch. I don't know what these afties come from. Then you sleep till 2 in the afternoon. Then you go to brunch,
I got
drunk,
up. I got 7 hours of sleep. Woke up at 1 p.m. and I'm like, I'm tired.
Like
I'm waking up. It's 1. So
My
then when I
day's
woke
over.
up, it was 4 p.m. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling alive, and I'm like, it's 4.
It's time to go to bed.
Like, it's inappropriate.
Yeah, it's a 20-year-old.
So maybe that's my
thing.
sundries. Afties should be banned. Just ban them.
Ban the afties.
Get rid of them.
Get your orgies
You should either
right.
go home with your partner and fuck them or partners, and then that's it. But no more partying after 2.
Sounds like a train wreck.
I'm a boomer.
And
okay.
that's fine. No.
Okay. What's your sundry?
I think that was good.
That's a fair sundry, though, right?
I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like I don't have one really. Like,
that's okay.
My sundry is just like,
go to bed.
Go to fucking bed.
Yeah.
Take some time for yourself is my sundry.
I like that.
Take some time for yourself because, honey, mama, when you can go take a little time for yourself and do what you want to do.
And let your balls hang out.
Now, some of you are like, I'm single.
Oh, I
listen.
There's a reason.
I'm telling you right now, okay? It's not enjoy yourself. Like, enjoy your time. Be a fucking whore. Like, do the things that we can't do anymore. Like,
we can't easily do this.
We can't stay up late.
Nope.
We can't. You have freedom to do whatever the fuck you want. Literally, you come home and do whatever the fuck you want.
You
Where
can
I have to be like, what's for dinner? And are we doing this? And I got to do this.
When I was single, you could come home and just jerk off on the couch.
Jerk off on the couch.
Not get questioned about it. Not be like, what were you doing up there? Oh, why did you go upstairs? You were up there a while.
You have.
I'm like, I showered and then I laid in bed and fell asleep.
You have your own life.
Yeah, you could just do things.
It's tough.
Oh, you played PlayStation for 2.5 hours
That's
after work?
really what it is. Like,
I did.
I used to play.
No one even said anything. I just
used
did
to have
it.
a league, and Michael would call me at 10 o'clock at night. We'd
He'd be
face
like,
him at
"Hey."
10. So at 7, I would start playing. I play for 3 hours a night on this team, and then be
so
like,
fun.
I gotta go. Then I talk to
So
Michael for an
bad.
hour, go to bed. I mean, it's crazy.
You could just do anything.
So just enjoy
So
yourself.
if you're single, enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
Take some you
stop
time.
rushing this whole like, I need to be in a relationship.
I know, literally. Like, no,
Stop.
you don't.
So anyway, but that means even if you're single, take some time. Was that the scratch at the door?
Hello?
Or is that me? Take some time for yourself. That's all I'm saying. That's my sundry. And that's our episode. Next time you hear from us, it'll be next week. And then Jim's off to Italy. to live his dream.
I literally leave next
I'm hoping
Thursday.
he will send some clips that I can post.
Oh, I
Maybe
will
like
be.
some like, oh, you're in Italy.
These gays. I'm going to be in Sicily, honey. So like it's happening. White Lotus is happening.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. 614-721-5336. Call us.
614-721-5336.
Yes, thank you to our callers. Thank you to our new listeners and to our old. And share with your friends. And goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I hope it recorded.